welcome back to our holiday episode, The Coder Bros Have a Bigger Bro, Part 2. If you haven't listened to Part 1 yet, go hit that. Otherwise, we catch up to the action now as Bigger Bro Haniel tells his story of racism in Iowa.
So then, this is very early in second grade. Some kids, so there's this, Hansel and I went to Haniel Elementary School. There is a bathroom it's a small, I think it might be like a 2-stall bathroom.
Okay.
And then it has a narrow like entranceway to it. And these kids get in there, and like, so I'm in there, and these kids get in there and they block the door.
Oh, from getting out? I don't remember the story.
You can't get out.
Oh, you don't know the story? Did I not tell you? Yeah. Like I couldn't there are two kids, and then they're like, you know, Kung Fu.
Okay, yeah, of course.
See, wait, so I would have took that as a compliment.
No. It's pretty obvious back then that that
is not like the. But see, Hansel has
had
had dealings with that, which they were really being total dicks and bullies, and Hansel is like oblivious, and he's just like, no, they just nicknamed me Ching Chong or something. Like Hansel, that's totally like they're making fun of you, and he'll be like, no, man, they're my friends, and then they take your stuff too, and you were like, oh, it's just my friend, he's just borrowing it and never returning it.
I had a bit of a different view. Okay, so anyway, so finish the story. So
they block you.
So they're blocking the door, and I was like, holy shit, they're like gonna like jump me or something.
Yeah.
And so then I can't remember exactly, but what happened was I rammed one of the guys. Like I ran and knocked the dude down, and then I got out of there.
I don't remember that at all. Wait, so that was definitely they were trying to jump the Chinese guy?
They were going to beat your ass, probably, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And they just wanted to double check. Do you know Kung Fu? In case you said yeah, then they might be like, well, maybe.
They're like, oh, wait.
Hold on a second.
Like, wait, let's a second. Yeah, we want to think about this again. But then did you answer, no, I don't?
I got to rethink my strategy now.
Yeah, except that maybe you answered honestly and are like, I don't know it. And then they're like, okay, we're going to just kick his ass.
I really honestly don't remember the exchange at all. Like, I just know that was the thing, and that was what happened. I don't remember that the exchange.
So what grade was this? Was it the people that
it was second grade?
Second grade. So it's basically just after you got there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and so it's people in your class that you would just see later.
I don't remember who they were.
It may have been older elementary, like maybe third or fourth graders,
I'm not sure.
Right?
I don't remember who they were, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I just don't remember that at all.
I remember the kind of the opposite. Like, so Iowa, you and I were pretty much the only Asians there, the only Chinese people there for sure. And I remember when I first got there, people thought I was more of a novelty. Like, I remember like the first grade when I first got there, people were like, oh, there's that Chinese kid, let's be friends with him. More than like the do you know?
Are you sure they said let's be friends with them? They're like,
maybe they were being
total
racist.
Dork, like long dong, duck dong, or whatever, and then you're just like, oh, they want to be my friends.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. I love Iowans.
Yeah, they keep throwing spitwads at my head. It's awesome. Yeah.
I remember people were really friendly. I had a bunch of people were really nice to me, and there's for sure that there wasn't not that.
Right.
But you're asking a racism story, which is a different animal, I think, than that thing. Like people are really nice, and Iowa's got nice people in it for sure.
What about some like in Alabama? I experienced just like ignorance. Like they would just ask some questions, like "What are you?" You know, like they only see black and white people. And I mean, did you ever just deal with that kind of thing where they're just like, or
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're like. People who don't understand, they don't know what to ask or what to say, right? And it's like,
right. Well, I got compliments on speaking English better than somebody who just came from Taiwan. And I was born, in the States. And they'd be like, wow, your English is so much better than like,
I was going to say.
Than Xiaoming's over there. And I would just be so pissed. I was like, well, thank you. That's great. She literally just came here, but my English is better than hers.
Yeah, I think that happens. I don't think that there is a lot of malicious whatever intent behind any of that stuff. People just don't know, right? They're not informed. They don't ask great questions, but they maybe just want to know and want to get to know you. And then there's the version of it that's racist. And there's certain things, of course, that you might interpret as racism. Then they might just be thinking, I'm building bridges to this new guy, or I just don't know. Like, I'm just going to ask him questions.
I mean, that's the thing, because back then, seriously, I'm sure all the white people thought that we literally did know Kung Fu, because that's what we were famous for. The Chinese people know Kung Fu,
Yeah.
right? So they're trying to
Yeah.
build bridges,
Well, that and either owning a Chinese restaurant or running a laundromat. I mean,
which is
it's like
it's
all
all
true,
true
all
because that's
true. That is
I
what
was
they
going to
would
go with
see.
ping pong myself, but yes.
That's true, ping pong, and that is so true too. Me and my brother, we used to love ping pong. So stereotype
so
fits.
growing up though, mom, I would say was not a tiger mom. I would say she was
Not at all.
probably the opposite of a tiger mom. How do you think that affected? Because again, we grew up very differently. So with the same non-tiger mom, you acted kind of like you had a tiger mom. You were your own tiger mom. You
Yeah,
were like
like
your
making
own
your
No,
tiger
way.
parent.
but I don't. I think nature nurture question is always interesting because there are a lot of people who are very competitive, but it's not because their parents made them competitive, right?
That's probably true.
Right, right. So, it's meaning like they were born that way, or meaning,
Yeah, exactly, exactly. They're born
yeah,
that way. It's
It's
not
the
like you have to
nature,
have a tiger parent for them to go. You should
right?
be
yeah,
competitive.
yeah. So,
That is
it
true.
just so
Like those,
happens that you
yeah,
were born in a certain way. I was born the other way, even
Yeah,
though we had the same parents.
yeah, that's right. And I think like I remember, and also in second grade, Mr. Stewart was my homeroom teacher or whatever, and I said to him, so because Hong Kong math, because I did first grade Hong Kong math, and then I get there second grade. So by the end of first grade Hong Kong math, you can do 9 times 9 multiplications.
You remember that?
Huh? Yeah.
That's a
The
crazy thing
reason
to
I know
remember.
that is because it's
that is
rote.
crazy.
Because it's rote. Because you recite the number like 1 1 is 1, 1 2 is 2,
Right, the whole
just all the
table.
way across, and you do the table. And so you don't learn that, at least in Des Moines at that time, until third grade.
Mm.
And so when I came in there, I knew all the stuff in math that kids wouldn't know. And so then I became whatever advanced math. And so I remember saying to Mr. Stewart, like, oh, I'm going to do advanced math. I'm going to be better than these people. He's like, you should never compare yourself to other people.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. And
That
so,
Huh.
so, so that,
that
and the only point about that is just, it's like, it's an internal, whatever competition thing. And you're born a certain way and it mattered back then to me for whatever reason. I remember this conversation I had with him. It mattered to me how I stacked.
how you
Stat
stacked.
again. Oh,
Yeah,
stacked.
stacked
Oh, against other kids.
against other kids. And he's like, don't compare.
I
That's not the
see.
thing.
But
So
but now does I get a sense that you still matter how you stack against
it
others.
matters a lot less because I've done well.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Since you've
where do
already
you
won,
stack
you don't need
against?
to stack.
How do you stack against Hansel? It's always been a competition. You're like, as
He's
long as I'm
always
better than my
13
brother.
months
Very different.
ahead.
You don't, but that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like see, you wouldn't stack us. Like we wouldn't stack each other because we are differently successful. And
We
so
should stack our net
Apples,
worths against each other.
apples and
we could do,
oranges.
we could do net
That's
worth.
how you do it.
Net worth, yeah.
We could do
Cars
net
you
worth.
drive, I guess. I don't
We do
know.
net worth. Yeah. No, but like but like this is it's that I think that's the thing, right? So I think the way that I did it in that boring version of my resume is very like you do these things, you get these grades, you get these jobs, then you get the
Right,
next thing, you do these things, you do. And Hansel has a different other super successful, like you guys are doing great, completely not
right,
that way.
Yeah,
right.
I fell ass backwards into it is the big difference, right? You planned it all. I look back and I think that this was probably not the life I was destined for. I just happened into it by certain lucky things with a little bit of
Sort
skill.
of, except I would also say that you would one have to have the aptitude for it, and two, you'd have to actually want it at some level, or else you wouldn't do it.
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so I want something totally different because I was actually thinking this would be interesting. Like with a coder school, the way I run it is very chill with Wayne, right? We're
We don't
definitely
have
different things to focus on.
VCs
Whereas
and
if you
yeah.
came in and ran the coder school, it would
It'd
be
be
a
a very
completely
Yeah, for
different
sure.
different thing,
company.
right?
I think it would be. Right?
It would, yeah, it would make a lot more money. It would be a lot bigger. We would have a lot more staff. I don't
Well,
like
you would
managing people.
probably have it
Yeah.
stacking a little bit better amongst our competitors. It would be like, where
That's
does it
right.
stack? And then,
That's
No,
right.
but okay. How about this? Okay, so maybe that's probably true. That's probably
that's
true, just
probably
because
true.
in nature. But like uh, your comment before about like we should stack net worth or whatever. That's one dimension. There's another dimension.
And you're like, and that's the most important dimension.
Because I win.
Because I win, and it's over. I kick your ass. Sorry.
No. But think about it this way: like you have happiness dimensions, you have health dimensions, you have like freedom dimensions. Like I would definitely lose on all of those dimensions.
Happiness?
Happiness? I don't
Happiness,
know.
okay.
Hansel said he was depressed as a kid. So, but I mean, Hansel seems a lot happier
100%.
as an adult.
But you know what I'm talking about? Like you define like it's like especially when you're growing up or whatever in these kinds of communities or whatever these schools or whatever these circumstances, it's very one dimensional about what defines success.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
Money. That's the one dimension.
And
what they say, right?
It's kind of stupid, actually, at some level. Yeah. That's the definition of it. And so then when you have a multifaceted, multi-dimension version of like success means I have great family, I've got, great relationships, I've got great friends, I've got freedom to do what I want to do, I've got hours to do what I want to do. Like there's so many other things that matter actually than this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so like everybody gets there differently, but the thing about it still is you have to go and find your success.
Yeah. Do you teach, like, how did you raise your kids? Like, did they have a similar, because they ended up being, I mean, they might do a path just like you, right? Where they have it all laid out.
It's all about net worth with Carter, right?
Yeah, does he is like every day. Like he actually told me he has this whole budget thing and he looks at his budget every day and where his stocks are at every day, just like
I wonder, and I was wondering where he got that from, Yeah. But now we know.
So like, do you think they naturally became this way, or did you and Anita kind of push this on those guys?
No. So, if Anita and I were musicians, they probably would be musicians. So I'll just like start with that. So
is that because you would push them into it?
No. Because it's like, I was with this weekend. I was with one of my friends, Pete, and Pete was also one of he and I know each other from college, and one of his kids, all of them went to Penn actually, and one of the kids, he basically landed in exactly the same like program that he is in.
Oh wow!
And he when Pete was telling me about this kid, he was like, "Hey, I talked to him and I asked him what he wanted to do in life. He's like, you know what I want to do is I want to go into a management training program. I want to get my MBA from MIT, and I want to get a master's of engineering, and then I want to go work for a big engineering company. Like basically, it's the same exact thing that he is.
Huh.
Not
I don't
because
know if that's normal though for all kids though. My kids are very opposite of me.
I don't know that it's normal, but I think that it's easier.
Yeah, you can follow your parents. You have the role model.
Exactly, because like your kids, our kids were in our cars when we were doing calls.
Yeah.
And you have some bit of osmosis and pick up stuff just because you're there. And
that could be, but let's see. So I did the School of Rock and I've done Coder School, and none of my three kids really didn't want to do any of that stuff. They don't want to exercise. They don't want to do triathlon. So I think my kids are pretty opposite of me. So I don't know how you got your kids to follow you, but that seemed to have worked out.
Yeah, well, I don't know that there. So you are also you're also a situation. You're situational, contextually like do stuff that others of your friends do, right? So I end up going to Penn, and Penn is like a totally pre-professional place.
Yes, that is true.
So it worked great for me because I was really pre-professional.
Right.
But and for Carter, it was great for him because he's very pre-professional. But for Tabitha, I don't think she would have liked it there at all. So she had a great time at Brown.
Right.
Because it's very chill.
That makes sense.
Her degrees were in computer science and international affairs.
So they got to these good schools, but did you, like, let's say in high school, did you and Anita push, like, what's the tiger level from your side for somebody for two people who are pretty successful?
I think I think a decent but not crazy amount.
Okay. So like, what if one of them got a B or something? Like, would you be
have they ever gotten a B?
Yeah, is that even possible?
The Carter
they would be locked in their room and
Carter
tortured.
Did get a B. Tabitha didn't get any Bs.
Wow.
Ever. Even at Brown, she didn't get any Bs.
At Brown, she got one B.
Okay.
So one B
Brown
in her
was like,
entire life.
Pass, no pass. Or something.
Yeah, exactly. Brown gives everybody A's.
Yeah, I thought it's just like once you get in, it's just
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you mentioned one thing about one of the verticals of like happiness, net worth, and you said networking. And I know that's a little bit
I
like
said
Hansel is
relationship.
not
Networking is the West Coast version of describing relationships as networking.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
It's
networking or whatnot.
relationships.
But
People
Hansel's the
you're
total
friends with.
opposite. He is very, homebody. But and so where did, is that just a natural thing? I know that you're, everybody that ever meets you, you actually
That's
remember
totally
them,
true.
you know them. You could go have a beer with them.
I don't
You
know. I definitely am way on the extrovert scale. Way.
I
right.
think you're the only Asian that has ever said that, right, Wayne? Do we know anybody
Yeah.
else that has said
We've
that?
even
Asians
gone
are all
and like certain
introverts.
people, like, remember May was on our show too, and she's very talkative, but
She's
then she was just like, that it's all just an act. Like, I'm really not.
Yeah, Vicky. Everybody we know, even the ones that talk a lot, they say they're introverts. But you're the only one
Yeah.
that says I'm definitely an extrovert.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
know it.
100% extrovert, and I love just hanging out with people.
That's
I get a lot of energy from other
so
people.
non-Asian.
Yeah, that's completely the opposite of me. And so you're kind of like Wayne's wife in the sense that if you go somewhere, like the thing I always tell people is when you go to anywhere near New Zealand, like when you're in Australia, you'll call up my friend Jan and say hi to him because you're like 1,000 miles away from him, and so you got to say
Well,
hi.
yeah,
Right,
but
right.
also just to be fair, you were friends with Jan first, but I got to be friends after you left.
And probably you're better friends because Hansel doesn't keep up with his friends.
That's
So there
right.
you go.
I
But
probably would
Jan
not
was
have told
at
him.
your wedding, right? Hansel? Is that the
Yeah, yeah,
Jan
yeah.
guy?
That's the same
Yeah.
Jan. It's the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
no, I
should
was
kind
talking
of.
to.
I'm gonna try to go to Australia. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, you know, you
Yeah,
gotta
no,
go
we
on.
should look him up.
I'm just
But
gonna.
you are really good with that kind of network, right? And I mean, that's also part of the position you're in. But wherever you go, you always call people that you know anywhere within a 100-mile radius or whatever. I don't call anybody. Like in Hawaii, I know a bunch of
Yeah.
people. I was just in Hawaii. I didn't call
And it's
anybody.
like, no thanks.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'd
Well,
rather not talk to you.
Yeah.
so
Right. Like I just keep to myself.
I try to call people wherever I can. I don't do it. Like I was just in LA last week, and I called a couple people. I was in San Francisco because we were with mom, and I didn't call anybody. But I try to if I can make it, and it just takes effort. But the way that I think about it, it's important to not actually think about it as networking because I'm not networking.
Oh, I
Because
see.
And what are you
you
doing?
keep using the
Yeah.
word network because that feels like it's a reason to go and do a thing so you can get something out of it. Like I have no,
Right. Right.
there's nothing I need to get out of it. It's like I
Right.
just
We
like
need
hanging out
you're
with
trying to
people.
get energy. So then why are you doing it?
I just like
Yeah.
to. It's just like it's cool to be able to see friends.
Isn't it easier to just not do that and just go
Yeah. Just
home
like
and
watch TV or
surf the
something.
internet?
Surf the internet and stuff. Like, because a lot of us
Well, I know, but
introverts.
of course it's
Yeah.
easier to not do that. But if you find value in it, if you get energy from it, then you do it. Like you've got
Yeah.
friends. Like why do you have friends? Wwhy do you keep up with Wayne? We should just not even do this.
That's true. Well, because
Only because we work together. Otherwise,
well,
I would not see
actually,
Wayne ever.
before the coder school, we didn't see each other. Once he got, started having kids and stuff, right? It would be like at a birthday party. And then once I had kids too, it literally would be like, oh my God, it's too much trouble.
Well, so I will say this. So that sort of skill or personality of yours, Haniel, is I think affected me and us a lot because when I went to school, I definitely would never have called you. But I remember you called me a lot during school and after school, and I would half the time be like, why the fuck is he calling me all the time? But in the end, right, it ended up like we're really close as brothers, closer
Yeah,
than a
so
lot of
it's
brothers.
a great thing.
Yeah.
So it ended up being, and so I actually tell my kids a lot that a lot, which is that somebody, usually the oldest, needs to sort of do that reach out thing, because when you get older, it's really hard to continue to be close as brothers,
Yeah, and it's
unless
easy
somebody
just
reaches
to
out.
just chill and watch TV,
TV.
and then time goes
Which
by.
is what I would have done if you didn't keep
Right.
calling me. Even
Somebody
now, I
has to
think
put in the
you call me
effort.
all the time, but I only call you once every 6 weeks. You call me like every 1 or 2 weeks. And I'm like, why you keep calling? Same stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even as we get older.
Well,
So
yeah. So relationships takes time and investment for sure. Like so, I was just with my friends, Pete and Dan Rack and
yeah.
Lewis.
Yeah,
Those
these
guys.
guys are from Penn, right? With
Yeah, from Penn.
30 years ago?
Yeah, more than that, right?
More than 30 years ago. Wayne, how many
We
more
got
than
we
30
got
years
we
ago
got
friends do
I
you have?
was like 87.
I do have like a handful.
Oh, you
My,
got your high school friends.
yeah, that high school group is kind of
Yeah.
cool.
No
But
surprise, I don't have any.
yeah,
Well, see,
Shoot,
like
though, man,
that's the deal.
I mean, we're so old now. We're gonna pass the 30-year mark. So there you go, dude. Like,
Yeah, I will have
it's
known you for
sad.
30 years.
Like, so I do this trip with my high school college friends once a year. I just saw like over in March, I saw 12, 13 high school friends.
That's crazy. High school
We
friends.
all got together
12
to go
friends.
skiing. And then I'm going to go skiing with a bunch of business school friends.
Yeah,
And
that's a pretty hard skill, I think, to keep. I mean, I think it's a great thing in the end. Your funeral will have like thousands of people, mine will have like 10. But it's hard to keep that up. So to have that skill is
I don't
pretty
even, it's
awesome.
not a skill though. I don't think about it that way. It's just like a thing of defines who you are as like what you do.
I'll be one of the
Yeah.
10 though for you, Hansel, and I'll,
Nice. You're my
uh,
man, my brother from
but
another
wait, that
mother.
means I'll live longer than you. So I don't know, man. We'll see.
This is
I
probably something. Have you guys thought about like this is how I think about it. Like I would love to have my funeral party before I die.
I actually have thought about that. I don't know
uh,
who shut down mine, but I would totally
okay.
rather do it before I die. Yeah, I would. I'm all about that.
You'd
The
rather
question is,
have your
when would you do it?
funeral before you
Would you
die.
do it like right before you die, like when you're totally sick and like
But then
about to
you're sick.
die?
Yeah,
When
I
you're
don't know.
sick,
I
you
haven't gotten
can't
all the
control.
way there to figure that one out.
Yeah.
The
Well, because
timing is
you
the
would,
hardest part.
because at a party, you need to be healthy to enjoy it. And then that would mean you're not about to die. It's kind of this whole,
That's
like
true.
if you're,
Yeah, but you have to think about that as celebration of life, not funeral, right?
Yeah,
So,
but you have to
so
celebrate it at the end, and
yeah,
you don't know when towards the end is going to be.
yeah,
That's the
right.
problem.
No.
Yeah. Maybe just have a massive
Okay.
party
All right.
every
So
year,
let's see. We're
just
we're
in
moving
case.
on here. Let's move on to the next part. So before we move on to the next part of the podcast, let us ask you about your crazy stories. So tell us a crazy story, something that happened to you that's very unique.
Very unique. Okay, so I've been on national TV 2 times.
2 times.
Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Today Show.
No
Wait,
way.
why were you on the Today Show? I don't remember the Today
How
Show.
would your brother
Wait,
not
wait,
Why
know?
did you not
That's
tell
not
me you
even
were on the Today?
the cool. That's not even the cool one. That's not even the cool one.
That's not even
What?
okay. So let's hear the cool.
Entertainment
Let's hear the
Tonight.
cool.
You were on ET? I love that show. I mean, all the gossip and everything.
What?
But tell
Okay, so
us
now
how you were on each.
aren't you like what?
What? Okay, what?
So this is
Yeah.
what happened. So in '95, when I graduated from business school, I hung out before I started working at McKinsey.
Okay.
So this is '95 between business school and going to work at McKinsey. And I was in New York, and I was there with my friend Greg Allen.
Yeah, I remember.
And so you remember the Hugh Grant stuff that went down? You remember all of that?
Yeah, some terrible scandal thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the prostitute and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
so he is. It happened that the week I was in New York was the week that he was gonna be like officially now his first interview or something on the Today Show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So have you guys ever gone to the Today Show thing?
Like standing in the back behind where they're
Yeah.
doing
When they
That big
look out
crowd
on the
in
yeah,
New
there-
York or
there-
something.
There actually is an area that they let you into.
Okay.
And so Greg and I made signs to support Hugh Grant
Oh, hilarious.
That sounds like something you would do.
because we had nothing to do. So we made
Yeah.
signs. And so then they put us in this area, like right in the thing.
Wait, so they had to pull you in. You made a sign, and some security guy was like, "Hey,
Yeah, they're
you
like
idiots.
come on in and stand here, basically.
Yeah, because you had these
Wait, we got to
signs.
do that.
And
We gotta
that's
do
it's
that.
the
Or
shot.
something.
It's the shot when they come back from break and then they're panning the audience or
Yeah,
panning
yeah.
they wanted those signs.
So we're like right there, like we're
Yeah.
the first ones there because they put us there. And so because we're there, and he had, I think that it was first interview or whatever, Entertainment Tonight was there, and so they interview us.
Oh my God.
Wait. Do you have like this? Do you have this in recorded and stuff?
No, this is
Oh.
back before any of this stuff.
Before the DVRs and all.
Hilarious.
I don't know if we made the cut or didn't make the cut or whatever. I have no idea. But this is what happened. So they interview us, and then the Entertainment Tonight, whatever beat reporter person was asking us like, "What are we doing there? Are you,
Big Hugh
why
Grant?
are you out here?" And then we're like, "Well, we just wanted to show solidarity behind Hugh Grant."
Solidarity.
We
Just total.
we made these signs Here's what let's see if I remember what the sign said. It was we don't think Hugh blew it. That was one sign.
Okay. That's like totally comical. You don't think he blew it.
Nice. Yeah, we don't think. Yeah, and then the other side was
he was blown, but we don't think he blew it.
and then the other side on that one was,
I just took it to the next level. Sorry, I apologize.
Yes, that was implied, but you had to go and tell everybody.
Yeah.
That's
implied
awesome.
joke is funnier.
Yeah. Awesome. And then the other side was, it's okay, you're only human. You're only human.
Oh, Hugh.
Nice.
Ah.
Nice. Not quite as good on the implied joke side.
Yeah. Pretty good though.
Yeah. So
awesome.
We had that, awesome. That's why we got on TV.
Good story. Good story. Well, too bad we can't get a digital recording of that, but maybe we'll search it up. All right, Wayne, we're going to move on to the last part here. Go to the Haru quiz. So, in honor of Haniel's super successful business life, we of course have to do a guess how much on people's net worth. So, the way this will work is I'm going to name a couple of random people. Wayne will take a guess at what their net worth is. And Haniel, you have to guess whether it is actually over or under based on the truth of the internet. The first line that shows up on Google has got to be always right. Okay, and in fact, I'm going to go back to our previous episodes. We're going to do a shout out to our last two episodes of the theCoderBros here. So the first one is the shout out to the episode right before yours. What is the net worth of Jeremy Lin, who we sort of had kind of a connection recently.
We were networking.
We were networking. All right, Wayne, take a wild guess. Jeremy Lin, let's go.
Jeremy Lin. I know that one contract he got to go to Houston was like a 17 mil. Then he's, a big Asia star, so he's got to get some stuff from that. Played in Taiwan. I'm just going to say 35 million.
35 million. That's a lot of money. That's quite a lot of moolah. Okay, Haniel, do your calculations. Yeah. Do your net worth calculations behind the scenes. Is it over or under 35 million?
I would say over.
You would say over. According to the internet, which is always right, his estimated net worth is 25 million.
You know where I was going with it is I was thinking that the endorsement contracts would have been a lot.
I would think that just in China alone, he could endorse anything like soy milk or whatever. It doesn't matter.
This says his NBA career earnings were over 60, but somehow his net worth is 25. That doesn't sound right. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy.
He's been spending a lot at Subway. He eats those Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
He's spending a lot, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah. But he's getting free Subway sandwiches.
Yeah, he should get free Subway.
He should totally do Subway commercial endorsement. That would be insane. I mean, because he did his Linsandy and he had the 38 at the Garden, those movies. I mean, it seems like...
How is he not? He's getting I don't know. Bamboozled.
The internet must be wrong. We got to go back and ask Patricia what the actual net worth is. I'm sure she'll tell us.
I'm sure. It's not anything private. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Dude number two, person number two. I hope this person is famous enough. All right, 2 episodes ago, we had somebody who knew Amy Chua. Haniel, we had Jan on 2 episodes ago. Yes. So, Amy Chua. Wayne, do you know who Amy Chua is? Describe to the people.
Isn't it
a professor, right? Professor?
He's not Chua, is it?
At Yale.
I've never met her to ask her. It could be Chua. We need to ask somebody if it's Chua or Chua.
That's true.
Chua does not sound very Asian.
I think Chua.
Chua feels more Chinese than
Chua.
That sounds
think Chua sounds kind of like a Star Wars thing, thing going on there.
It's probably Chua.
It's probably Chua.
Yeah. Okay, who is she? Wayne, give the rundown of who she is.
I guess wrote the book on Tiger Mom, came up with that phrase.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I think what was the name of the book? Do you remember? Is it actually called Tiger Mom?
I don't remember.
Something Tiger Mom. It must have to have Tiger Mom in the title.
Tiger Mom is
because that phrase came out of her book, and so she
popularized it. And our guest Jan was she was the mentor, I think, for our guest.
Student of hers, something like that at Yale Law School. Yale Law School. So we're doing her net worth.
Yes.
So I don't know, a professor at Yale Law School, what could they be making that book? I would just say 8 million.
8 million. That's a decent guess, actually. That's a decent guess.
I'm also going to say higher on that.
Higher on 8 million. So actually, okay, so the AI said not publicly available. But if I were to
Exactly.
scroll down,
She's
so
not like the
that big.
biggest celebrity, right? I mean,
So if I were to scroll down, celebritynetworth.com, of course, has her. They have her at 5 million.
there we go.
I'm
There we go.
overestimating everybody's net worth, apparently.
Yeah. Well, that probably comes from your whole
overestimating.
personality of always, stacking.
That's
So
right.
you're always
That's right.
optimistically, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Or the internet could just be wrong. Honestly, I do think Jeremy
it could be completely
probably
wrong.
has way
I feel
more.
like Jeremy is
Because remember,
completely
the internet said Jimmy O Yang had like 10 mil, and I mean, you
Yeah.
just look at his last. He
his
went on
last show
tour.
had like 15,000 people in it.
Yeah. I mean, that one I would say for sure higher than that number.
Yeah, I mean, just
Yeah.
a couple of his movies, one of his stand-up performances. He's definitely worth more
Actually,
than
if I
that.
do Jimmy O Yang right now, net worth on Google, it says around 5 million. So
Yeah,
I think Google needs to be updated.
yeah. I think I even forgot. Instead of 10, it literally says something like 5, and so there's just no way.
Okay, last one. So 3 episodes ago was actually you and I, Wayne. So you can either guess our net worth, or we will do a sub in and say Shannon Lee, since we are both fans of Bruce
Yeah,
Lee. We'll
love
do a
that.
sub and say what is Shannon Lee, Bruce Lee's daughter's net worth?
That's a great question because it's kind of like, I mean, Bruce Lee was in the 70s already died, so he probably didn't amass insane amounts, but then she's kind of running his foundation, and I don't know how royalties and all work, but I'll bet they probably screwed him over and like Raymond Cho or whatever, that dude owns
Raymond
all of
Chow,
it.
yeah.
Raymond Chow. Is it Chua or Chow?
The
Let's
show?
see here. Chow, is it Cho or Chow? But I mean, so definitely wealthy, but not like insane Bruce Lee wealth. So I'm thinking, man, 11 mil.
11 mil. Okay, so this is extraordinarily close to the number. That was a really good guess.
Really? I was going less for sure on that one.
You're
Now
going
you're
sure?
like,
Really?
but you love Bruce Lee,
man.
man.
That's
Right?
that dude transcends everything.
Bruce Lee.
But less is correct.
But that's less
Only
is correct.
because Google has it at 10. I guess it's a round number.
If he had said
Wow.
10, I would have said less, but still.
There you go.
Why would you say it less? Because that's, I mean, Bruce
Because
Lee.
like maybe
that name.
I'm too biased on the like so Jeremy Lin has I would have thought endorsements and royalties would have carried him way in like high whatever
Yeah.
like 50 let's say range or something.
Right.
In
Yeah.
Asia especially like he's the guy, right?
I
Yeah,
would
he's
have
the
too.
guy.
And then I would have thought that the like Amy Chua's two professors and consulting like whatever relationships that she would have, work that she would do, book probably is a little bit, but not probably the thing.
Yeah.
And so I would have guessed, yeah, around there, but less, probably. I probably should have said less than that one. But and then Shan Lee is like basically just running Bruce Lee's foundation, and so
Right.
like off of whatever he had, and I like what is he doing now? I mean, not now, but
That's
like
true. He's
what's
not doing anything, but he's still got the name like crazy. Like,
I know,
But what do you
not
own?
what is he
But
doing, but like
yeah.
that's true.
what is he?
And who owns his
Where's his
stuff, right?
She does.
But does she, like, because there's probably royalty or whatnot that I guess she owns some certain things, but
Yeah, that's true. Like, what does actually Bruce Lee's name do? It's just a
Yeah,
name.
exactly.
Maybe
That's what I was thinking. Is
it
what does
doesn't
it
make the
do?
money.
What does it
Yeah.
do? Maybe the movie still, but I don't know.
yeah.
Like,
But she is producing some stuff.
anytime soon.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, all right, let's wrap up this podcast with
Yeah.
the last thing we ask, which is what is your life tip for the Asians out there?
Life tip. Okay. So this is what I said to our kids when they were growing up. 2 things matter. 1, work as hard as you possibly can. Number 2,
Like
put
that.
others before yourself, and everything else will work. Do those 2
Wait,
things.
say that again. What yourself?
Put others before yourself.
Ooh.
Wow.
Those two things, if you do those two things.
That's hard to do, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, because I want to win.
Yeah, because that's hard to do.
I don't know. Like I think your one's level of empathy and sympathy for other people and how to think about what motivates them to help other people do good, it matters a lot.
So give an example of how that would apply, like in your position as CEO there.
It doesn't, but you know.
Yeah, I always win, but
I always win and I get everything, but my kids.
No, here's the thing. No. It would show up like this. If there's somebody in the company that is so like this is how I tell the story, and I'll use it in a different way, and I'll come back to tell you this one thing about Castle. But in my old company, if I had said, so I wasn't the CEO at that company, and if I had said to my boss, the CEO of the company, that I really, really, really have to be the CEO, not of CEB, but a CEO, then what he should do is help me find an opportunity to be the CEO somewhere, even if it hurt the company.
Even if you had to leave, yeah.
But
that's what he
by
should do.
Doing that would make you not actually want to leave. By doing that, it'll make you actually strengthen your bonds and tie with the company. And I would do the same kind of thing for people in the company. Sometimes, you want people to be around, but you want to look out for them to make sure that they can be helped to do what they want to do and what they aspire to be. And that might not be perfect for you, but if you put them before you, then things work out.
Yeah.
Huh, got it.
That makes a lot of sense. Do you see your kids doing that?
Yeah.
Both those things?
They totally do. Yeah, like that. Excellent. They're like the of all the things I think we are most proud of our kids is I think their values are good.
Yeah.
Like we grew up, our kids grew up in a very fortunate set of circumstances, and they do not feel entitled to stuff.
That's the huge thing, right? We all live in a bubble, the Bay Area, the DC area, and all that stuff. But our biggest thing is we don't want our kids to grow up without those values because the bubble is that risk. But for them to grow up and still have the values is pretty huge. So it's awesome. I love your kids. I love that they're good friends with my kids and that we have this big giant family. And one thing I won't say here is love you because that's not what we do. I don't think I've ever said that in my life to you.
I said that to Hansel once and it almost went him into had a heart attack. He just started stuttering.
Brothers can't love each other.
He started having a
that's like the whole Asian thing is you don't do that.
It is.
No emotions. Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. All right, well, Haniel, it was
we love you.
It was great to chat with you. We definitely all love you. I love you. You love me. We love Wayne.
That's right.
We all love each other.
We love this. The CoderBros love Haniel. Yeah. Thanks, Haniel.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for having me.
We are sponsored by none other than the Coder School, a company that teaches kids how to code with over 70 locations all around the country. So if you're interested in getting your kids to code, head online and check us out. Learn to code, change the world. Thanks for listening.